Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As you already know, this is your usgeneral 5-drawer tool cart with side tray and deep compartment. It's in the midday. Shop is a little quiet now. It's very busy today. I'm basically just now getting an opportunity to put this together. Just last night, I was taking a look at a video and a channel, good fella by the name of Junk for Work, and he put out a video talking about 3 gear wrench tools that are basically useless in the field. And one of the tools that he basically was showing in that video was a trim prying tool made by Gear Wrench. I just happened to comment on that video, and I went to say and tell him that, you know, I had one that was completely identical to the Gear Wrench one, but the one that I have is actually made by Matco. Ever since I basically purchased the Matco one, I rarely use it because I found that it is quite useless in its design and basically what I tend to use it for. But today, since I've seen that video yesterday, I was trying to fondle around with it today and see what it possibly could be used for. I did come across one vehicle that it worked well on, which is a Ford Fusion hybrid that basically has square clips instead of round clips. I noticed that this trim tool pad doesn't work too well on round clips, but it does work on square clips. But the thing with that is that when you do run into square clips, you only mainly run into maybe the exception of 1 or 2 of them, and the rest that holds up the shells are either Torx or Phillips or 6-point metric fasteners. So we're gonna get over here to the side tray, and as you can see, you know, I always keep my signature lingering somewhere in the background, my Dunkin' Donuts coffee, as always. But here we'll take a look at what we have up here at the top of the tray. And in this design of this Matco trim tool pry bar, yeah, it is kind of quite useless. As you can see, I do have a round clip here, and as you can see here, it does look like the fitment is right. The only problem with this is that when this is flush together, this tool, it's hard to get up underneath it with that. So as you can see here, I have a less inexpensive and, you know, a cheap one and cheap design, but it gets the job done when needed to. The only thing that technically I don't like about it is that it's not really that thick, and the handle is like quite cheap. The handle feels like, you know, it'll break. But when using this type of tool, you don't tend to put but so much force on it, because, you know, you're using it for something very specific. Anything that I need to really pry with, I would pull out a screwdriver, a flathead, or an actual pry bar. But like I said, I did actually find a vehicle today that this did kind of work well with, but it doesn't work for most majority of the vehicles that I basically work on daily, which, you know, I'm removing shields all day long because I'm accessible to lifts. Okay, I did receive a package today, as you can see down there. So we're gonna get into that package. You know what I mean? We're gonna see what we got. You know, with these over here, definitely needed a replacement. So we're gonna get to it, and we're gonna get this package open. Okay, so we just got the box open, and as you can see, this is the long reach snap-on pry tool. Okay, I needed this, you know, to replace these two because I need the leverage. Plus I need this more thinner profile. If you notice, the profile at its head over there is almost not as much similar, but almost as similar as this one with a thin profile. Okay, so basically that's just about what that is. And the part number on here is ASG187B. ASG187B. Okay. So as you can see, it has the length, it's nice and long. Okay. Okay, so that's basically gonna be your review on the day for the snap-on trim prod tool, the extended reach. So our next one, the next review come around, you'll be the first to know, and you'll be able to see what's going on. Hopefully waiting for that new storage to come in so that I can get things together. Okay, so until next time, check you later. Peace.